With every project, there comes a certain amount of wonder. Like a child running through the woods in search of something new and exciting. Or sometimes it's the familiar and well-worn. Or even something mysterious and intangible, but in our minds we know that it's out there. And as a guitarist, I sometimes get that same feeling when I'm trying to find that perfect tone. Some days it seems like I'm on the right path and that just around the bend or over the next hill is going to be that sound that I'm looking for, the one that I hear in my head. But most of the time I just get frustrated and it seems as if I'm tripping over the forest trying to find the trees. Now, some people would call this an obsession, and some say it doesn't even matter, that no one's going to hear the difference. But tone isn't for the listener only. It's actually an extension of the player as well. And the search for tone, it goes deeper than just a good sound. It's like finding a unique musical footprint that carves an indelible mark on that favorite tree in the woods, essentially leaving a legacy, a lasting mark on your work for everyone who hears. Whether they know why they love that sound or not, it's still as if even though they don't know why, they appreciate the extra effort that went into finding that tone. In fact, most people will never even acknowledge it. They'll just say something like, "Wow, that's a good song," and move on. So for every guitarist out there, every tone chaser that's chasing that tone, trying to get the best sound they possibly can, keep up the good work. I hear what you're doing, I love what you're doing, and I'm behind you 100%. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the Wampler Triumph Overdrive pedal. With its versatile tone shaping capabilities and boutique build quality, the Triumph has quickly become a favorite among guitar players, and with good reason. This boutique brand pedal is only $99 US. Recently, I had Brian Wampler on the show for a live interview, and we had an awesome conversation about the Wampler brand, as well as just getting to know Brian a little bit better. So this was Brian's second time being on the show, and I have to say, every single time he's been on, it's just been a blast. Now, what actually made me want to reach out to him again, aside from the fact of him just being an awesome hang, was that recently he expanded his pedal line with some lower priced pedals that look and sound just as stunning as the usual boutique lineup that he's offered for years. For those of you who have played any Wampler pedals, you know that they punch well above their weight class, and his drive pedals always have that something just a little extra that make them stand out from the rest of the crowd. Well, today I'm happy to say that I finally got my hands on one of his newest iterations, the Triumph Overdrive pedal. The Triumph is one of currently 3 pedals in the $99 range that Brian is calling the Collective Series. Based around 2 of Brian's all-time favorite overdrives, the Digitech Bad Monkey and the Boss SD1, this pedal actually goes a step further by having additional EQ stages so as to allow a variety of different tones, as well as internal circuit changes that add polished, glassy overtones. Alright, well let's begin putting it through its paces with a variety of different settings to see how it performs. Now, in order to get the purest sounds possible into my DAW, I'm going to be plugging this into the Universal Audio Dream 65 on just its standard stock setting. Now this should allow us to get a good clean amp sound from take to take without the inconsistencies from tubes and dial knobs and things like that on an actual amplifier, as well as minimize any room noise that might occur if a amp was mic'd. This then will be going into my Focusrite 6i6 right into Cakewalk by BandLab for your listening pleasure. Well, folks, what did you think of the sounds coming out of this pedal? Drop a comment below and tell us about it. As you can see, it was super easy to dial in some soulful blues sounds through a clean amp, or even experience some of that growling bite when it's pushed through an already crunchy amplifier. I really feel like that the Triumph is going to set beautifully in a mix or in a live setting and deliver a great rich tone every single time. Now, in smooth mode, I noticed that the Triumph seemed to actually deliver an unmistakable gritty presence and had that classic mid bump, whereas in punch mode, it seemed as if it added more tonality, had less compression, and was a little bit more touch sensitive, providing detailed note articulation. Overall, the Wampler Triumph is, in my personal opinion, a high quality, versatile overdrive pedal that can give you a wide range of tonal options without breaking the bank. So if you're interested in purchasing this pedal today, there is a link in the description to snag it up, and at no extra cost to you, give back to the channel for taking the time to bring you this review. Until next time, remember that we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together, we can achieve so much more.